Paratriathlon makes its Paralympic debut at Rio 2016. This modern, dynamic and exciting sport sees athletes compete in the traditional swim, cycle and run, but with some unique differences. Races take place over a 750-metre swim, a 20-kilometre ride and a 5-kilometre run. On leaving the water, athletes can collect assistive equipment from the pre-transition zone prior to arriving in the transition zone. There are 5 sport classes, of which 4 are represented at the Paralympics: PT1, 2, 4 and 5. PT1 athletes swim, cycle using a handbrake and do the run in a racing wheelchair. PT2 athletes have a severe degree of activity limitation, such as double below knee amputation, above knee amputation or a severe neurological impairment. PT4 athletes have a milder degree of activity limitation, such as below the elbow arm amputation or lower limb impairments. In the cycle, both PT2 and PT4 athletes can use a traditional bike with individual adaptations, which have been approved by the ITU. Finally, the PT5 athletes have visual impairments and compete with a guide using a tandem in the cycle. Paratriathletes, often in the PT1, PT2 and PT3 class, are allowed personal handlers during competition. They can help with prosthetics or other assistive devices, lifting the athletes in and out of hand cycles and wheelchairs, removing wetsuits or clothing, repairs to equipment, and racking bikes in transition. For PT5 athletes, the guides act as handlers. Athletes start together or grouped in waves by sport class and gender. From that point, it's a race to the finish line in this exhilarating parasport, where athletes show incredible strength and endurance.